Hello everybody, welcome to Red Tool House. Say hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Perfect. In this video, we've finished our plastic. Many of you guys commented on our video from last time we worked on this project. I'll link to the playlist here so you can see what we've got going on. About aren't we afraid of predators just ripping through the side plastic and getting our chickens? Yes, we live in constant state of fear about that, don't we, Kel?
We do.
Our life is nothing but fear. No, so this is why the boys have, last week they took down the chicken wire, the welded wire from our old chicken pasture that we're phasing out, and we're going to cut some pieces off and we're going to line the inside. So inside the plastic on those vertical studs that we have, we're going to obviously tack our fence up there. And that of course will keep predators from coming through. Now, granted, will a predator come through the plastic? Possibly. Yeah, that's one thing we got to look at. We wanted the plastic on the outside, of course, not the welded on the outside, so we could roll it up. But we'll see if raccoons and stuff start tearing holes in our plastic, then we'll have to patch the holes.
Well, no, it wasn't a good idea.
Exactly. We'll think, hey, maybe we should have done something different. All right, so come with us. What in the wide world of sports? Are you throwing snowballs at me? All right, we're rolling. You're right. Well, so the good news is it didn't rain in the last 24 hours, but it snowed. So actually, was it? Yeah, it was the night before last, wasn't it?
Yes.
So the night before last, we got about 3 inches of snow, maybe 3.5 inches of very, very wet snow. It was actually above freezing. And so that was obviously going to be our next test for the greenhouse plastic in the roof. And it held that fine. In fact, it's kind of funny. You can see how it's piled up here. As soon as it started to warm up a little bit inside, of course, it shed that snow pretty quickly. So the snow just came sliding off and crumpled down here at the bottom and was good because we just got boards holding our sides down right now. So that worked pretty well. So that was a good test.
It was a good test. And when you know it, it wouldn't snow all winter until we put the plastic on our greenhouse.
Exactly. Yeah. That's like buying a snowplow. You get your snowplow all figured out and it never snows again. But such is life. So we've got the thing I like about repurposing material, of course, is the financial benefits of that. It's a little heavy, isn't it? So we had this welded wire, and this is a 100-foot section of welded wire we had in our fence pasture. That's been up for what? Probably 4 years, 5 years?
Probably.
Yeah, something like that. So we're actually able to repurpose this. This is a 100-foot section of 4-foot welded wire with the 2-inch gaps. So really good to keep the raccoons and things like that out. Doesn't keep rats out, but we'll keep raccoons and possums and the such out. So we're going to roll out. We know that our greenhouse here is about 25 feet long. So we're going to roll out a little bit more than that. Obviously there's some ugly sections where we first started, actually a little bit of rust here. So we'll leave those parts out and we'll repurpose this fence. Hey, we don't have time for this. You almost hit the camera operator.
Yes.
He may quit if you hit him.
Ah! It's a good thing I have a bad aim.
That's the perfect defense against your snowball attacks, is just stand perfectly still, right? Camo mode. She can't hit me.
Yes, I can.
Come on. We're trying to do a serious video project here. All righty. Where did I bend that around? Can't tell. Okay. Uno, dos. Leave without a trace. Okay. All right. Do you want the rolls that way, baby?
Watch out, Shell.
Move it, dog. All right. So it looks like the rust stops about right here. Is someone throwing snow at me? Okay. So many of you may ask, well, Troy, what do you do with these extra pieces? Well, I like to just leave them laying around. And usually with the sharp points sticking up, that works well. Cal, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's been great experience.
Historically, that works well for us. Way before we did videos, we had some woven wire laying around, and somebody broke the rules of wearing flip-flops outside. Because, I mean, you don't wear flip-flops outside normally, right? Anyway, she got a impalement in the bottom of the foot. Okay, no, actually, let me see. I don't know what the heck I'll do with it. I won't leave it laying there, though.
Don't step on it.
I have a concrete project that usually ends up in concrete. All right. One more keek.
No, you're not all the way to the edge now since you cut this off, so go a little past.
Yeah, I am. I got it, I think. Oh crap, that's the wrong spot.
Cam, go step on that end.
Yeah, I really should have put that face down so the pointy parts are down.
Do what?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the scrap piece. Right, just stand right there. Yep. Oh, nice work, dummy.
Do you want that to roll up so you can carry it in?
Yeah, let's roll it up now.
Okay. Let go. Get off of it.
I need it tighter than that.
Too bad.
It's
That'll
got to
work.
fit through the door.
It will. And don't let the sharp points get you. It's going to go through the door right here. Right here.
Not that door. You'll let all the air out.
Yes, this door. Can't let
I don't care. That's fine. All right, so the plan is, again, for those of you that aren't aware of what's going on, we've got 2x4 thickness here. Our plastic's on the outside, 2x4 thickness. So we're going to just stretch our wire fence on the inside of that. So there'll be 3.5 inches of gap there, so they won't rub against. And I apologize, I can't remember which one. One of you guys commented and said, putting the wire on the inside will keep the chickens from pecking a hole in your plastic, because there'll be a spider or a bug or just a speck inevitably on there, and the chickens will peck at it. So that was really good, some really good advice. And so this 3.5 inch buffer there hopefully will keep the chickens from pecking through it too much. Now, again, with 2-inch welded wire, they can stick their heads through there. So if we see some of that going on, we may have to come back and put some chicken wire in. All right, you want to stretch it to your end there, Kelly? It's so hot in here, I can't breathe. Melting. All right. Horseshoe nails would probably be the most logical thing to use. I ain't got no horseshoe nails. And I'm not driving a half hour out to get them. So we're going to start with some grip right nails here, and we may come back later. It really is hot in here, isn't it?
It's pretty warm.
Sweating. Oh, and the stinky dog doesn't help either. It's like high humidity dog stink.
Farm dog. Shall we go? Come.
Does anybody else have a dog that just seeks out anything dead or anything fecal and roll in it?
I think that's all dogs.
All dogs? That's gross. How do you fix that?
You don't get a dog.
How do we show her the error of her ways?
I don't think that's possible. Turned out to be pretty cute, didn't it?
Yeah. I think it's gonna work. Finally using up this 18-year-old box of grip brake fasteners too.
Wonder if the blowing plastic is going to freak out the chickens.
They'll get over it eventually. strangle vine has grown up, twisted around it. Stuff's crazy. It's like a tropical rainforest in here.
It is.
Can't breathe. It's actually weird to see dry ground. It's foreign to me. Where are you going to hook your mic?
I don't know. What?
If I get hit with one more snowball, I'm going to mule kick somebody. Doesn't go there. Are you a little husky? Oh, the good old days from high school. All right. So Kelly and I went to a high school that was, the mascot was Huskies. So we were the Herbert Hoover Huskies.
Pay no attention to the date.
Yeah.
This is my grandmother's
your
sweatshirt.
grandmother's sweatshirt. Liar. But we always like to joke that we like to date husky girls.
We did.
We did. Well, not we as
We.
in me and you. We as in
Mm-hmm.
me and else. Okay, so our camera doesn't pick up everything in here in one scene, so I'm going to do the old make you dizzy spin around trick here. So you can see how we've got this pretty critter proof. When we have the door closed on both sides, then we should be able to keep all of our critters out, keep our chickens in. We get the plastic on our Dutch doors. Close that Dutch door there, babe, if you would. So you can see there, so we can obviously open the top to let air in, air out, whatever you want to do. And then also we'll come up with a, we'll probably have a screen or something we can pop in there to, if we're going to keep it open at night, keep the chickens in and keep the owls out, blah, 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 all that type of stuff. So the plan is here in the swamp is we'll have this area coming straight out of this Dutch door. We'll have our electric poultry netting surrounding it, and I think it'll get me almost to my telephone pole there. Obviously I'll move my trailer and we'll do some stuff with our drainage here, and that'll be an area the chickens can have access to some greenery, get in and out of the greenhouse, but then also still have access all the time back here inside. You guys don't want to be in the shot? All right. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? Yeah. All right, well, we got our fence installed there and got our nesting box. We actually took one of multiple out of our main coop. We know that 6 boxes isn't going to work for 70 chickens. Kelly's not mic'd up right now because
Rude.
she stepped on her mic and broke it. So we'll have to order a new one. So you'll have to mime the rest of the video. Yeah. No, so it's almost embarrassing to show this. This is something in my mind I thought would work out better than I think it actually did. But these are, when we took down the above ground pool, we had these pipes setting out to go for recycling. We thought, oh, I'm sure I can make a standalone A-frame style roost here. So I had the boys go in the woods and cut some poles here. And by the time I figured out what I needed to rig up to screw the wood into the wood and then the metal and blah, 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 it would have been easier for me just to go cut something on the mill and been done with it. But I don't know, if I was a chicken, I don't know that I'd necessarily want to sit up on this. We'll see if we hear a terrible crash later on and all the chickens have fallen over, then we'll know that it was a failed experiment. But the boys cut some good poles though, so the poles will work. We'll just we'll see how it goes. Well, the next step is to obviously we want to get more wood chips in here. We got a small pile of wood chips. We want to get more in here. We want to put our pole pockets in the side so we can roll those up, and of course get some more nesting boxes in here and be ready to move our chickens over. But after that, we'll be ready to put chickens in. All right, take care, everybody.